Hello, friends, and welcome back. I'm the Exile. I'm leaving that in. Hello, friends, and welcome back. I'm the Exiled King. This is the Armored Core Project, and this video, which a little bit more, you can't really see it, but like that's my necklace right there. That's cool. I also changed the angle of the camera a bit. My desk has a bit of a wobble to it, I guess, whenever I touch it because it's a desk. This video, I'm going to be going over actually what I'll be doing with the Armored Core Project. Because the last video was 40 minutes of me just going on and on about stuff. But I really had to get that stuff out. So the Armored Core Project is going to be a series of videos, as I stated in the last video, where the A.C.E kicked on right when I paused. Nice. But I'll be recording original dialogue. I'll be recording original dialogue. I'll be overlaying it into recordings of, or video recordings of, the missions in Armored Core 4 Answer. And the missions, I'm going to use the missions to tell a story. You should ideally see every single mission in the game used. And what I'll be doing is, or what the story is, it's two, you have the two factions. For those of you who don't know, it's been forever, so if you're worried about spoilers for the story of Armored Core 4 Answer, this is your warning, and the only one you're going to get. So, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so you have the League, and you have Orca, yeah? You have the two groups going against each other. They're both sides technically are evil. They just have different ways of being evil. One is doing evil things for the sake of good. The other one is doing what they say are good things for the sake of what they say is good. It's really just evil. So, and then you have a group like Line Arc. So, what Line Arc being the outlier here, they're actually a partial inspiration for what I'll be doing. So I'll be recording original dialogue, and I'll be overlaying that on video for missions. I'll still have all the original dialogue of the missions. You'll hear everything as you heard it before. The only difference is I'll be splicing in the audio where I need it to be at, or putting it in where I need it to be at, in response to what is going on in the mission. So and so, your operator says one thing, okay, well, your pilot's going to say something back. Whether or not they get a response is irrelevant. I'm going to have the dialogue be in such a way that it's not meant to require a response, because the response is going to come whenever I make my own little cutscenes where the characters that we are voicing, we being me and my friends, the characters actually talking to each other like the Orca and League members do whenever they have their little side conversations amongst themselves. So what's going to be happening is that the characters in my story that we'll be voicing, they'll go on missions. They're playing both sides against the middle. They're all from Line Arc. When they were younger, they lived there, and then they got older, became pilots, and left. They were normal pilots with a high aptitude for AMS, and they were extremely compatible with being pilots. So they got together and they left. What that then means is they leave and they're gone for the 10 years, or for almost 10 years. Like, they were with Line Arc for just a few years, and they were there, got what they needed, learned what they needed to, and then they left to go and to obtain what they needed to fight back. And what they're doing is they're going to be playing both sides against the middle, because it's always one group replaces another group. Yeah, that one group that rises up beats the bad guy, well, they become the new bad guy. So their logic is both people are bad, so let's get rid of both people and just free humanity proper. So that's the logic here. Now, how they go about it, that's hard to explain. That's I guess, the secret. I don't know what they say, how they do it, what ends up happening. the side story that ends up happening as well, what goes on alongside this. Because I have a side story, because I can do that, and that side story is going to be where a great deal of references are going to come from. So, in the last video, I talked about references to all previous Armored Core games up to For Answer. Wasn't kidding. You will see references to everything. And if there's a way to make a reference to it, you'll get a reference. Like, I think the only ones I can't really make a reference to are Ninebreaker, and Silent Line is kind of superfluous. There's not really any point. Don't get me wrong, Silent Line is good, but there's not really a point. At least not to me. Going over it, to me, there's no real point. Because three sets the groundwork enough. I really only want to reference the main games, like not the branch games. So like For Answer itself won't get a reference at all. It's the game, so there's no point. But and like Verdict Day, and the only reference I might make to 5 would be the name Exutia, the final boss or whatever of Armored Core 5 that you've got to fight. That massive discount pulverizer that was a huge pain, unless you just loaded down with a bunch of tank and just went ham on it like I did. It was cake. Smooth as melted butter, but it's fun too. Music was anyway. But like that's the only thing I'll really do is make reference to that. And other than that, no, there's no interest, no need. Just because Exutia means to exert power, and I love that. That's the coolest, hardest name I've heard in a long time. So there's that. But I'll be referencing all the main games in the series. I'll also be referencing characters from. I'm gonna go ahead and count Project Phantasma as one and Master Purina as one. Like those 3 games altogether are one, and there will be references to them. But I'm referencing them together. I'm referring to them together as one. So like 2 and 2 Another Age, I'm just pretty much referencing 2. Let's see. 3 and Silent Line, I'm pretty much just referencing 3. Nexus and Last Raven, I'm pretty much just referencing Nexus. Like I'm referencing the primary one, and then the secondary one, if there is a reference to it, I'm putting it under the same banner, because same game in my opinion. They are wildly different in some cases, but like Nexus and Last Raven, it's not the same game at all. 3 and Silent Line, definitely not, but they rhyme, so it's just different mechanics for the games. That's it. Otherwise, they're the same game. And I love that about them. I love that they are what they are. I love that they're linked, and I love that there are so many games in the A.C.E. universe. I enjoy that quite a bit. Can you not? Also, that thing is hot. Ivy, I love you, but if you're gonna do this, alright. I hate to be the bad guy, but you cannot. Yeah, see, you toying with that. You spilled wax already. 10 points from you. Gryffindor. Wonderful. How am I going to deal with wax? Because I'm pretty sure I'm willing to bet it's on the carpet. Yeah, it probably is. It's definitely on that now. That's good. You got it on the wire, you butt. I love my cat, but I really didn't need that right now. You couldn't have picked a better time to be a nuisance. A nuisance? Nuisance? I don't know. I'm from Kentucky. What do I care? And yeah, we wear shoes down here, and this isn't the one where we sleep with cousins and all that stuff. That's over there. We just get really hick. And so once from over there coming here and say, we're going to keep it in the family. Yeah, no, you ain't. Not around here. Ooh, making us look bad and stupid. Anyway, but no, it's, where's that? Okay, yeah, referencing the games. That's the side story that I've got going on that'll pop up along the side, or alongside this story. I want to try and reference it in the dialogue, the conversation videos. Otherwise, it's going to be like, I want them to be like, oh, hey, did you hear about the such and such city got attacked by so and so, because there is no world development whatsoever outside of what the missions are themselves. Like there is it why limit it to just being like I'm gonna take the bold action. I'm going to go ahead and say that Armored Core 4 and 4 Answer, I'm going to say that they have underground cities like Armored Core 3. And like Layered, I'm going to reference that. Like, because that inspired a huge part of my story too. My original story, the project. Like, there's a lot of, I want to talk about these things. I want to reference my side story that becomes relevant after the conclusion of the main missions. I'm going, like, there's going to be a lot of videos. I want to do a lot of videos. There's going to be a lot of dialogue. Hours and hours and hours of dialogue. Of me recording it, I should say. A lot of work. But it's worth it because I want to do this. I want to inspire from software. I want to write a story that you all would love, but this is the way that I express that story first. I want to get this out first. So, because writing a multi-part book series takes a lot of time and a surprising amount of money, because I can't afford to live. So, there's that. But, dude, how cool would it be to get this in front of From Software and then be like, okay, cool, yeah, no, yeah, what's your story? We want to hear. And get to sit down with them and actually, like, share my story with them and have them take it and do something with it. How crazy would that be? I would love that. God, I would love that. Because I doubt you all want to support me via Cash App and PayPal to just write this book series. I doubt you want to do that. I would love for that. That'd blow my mind. And I would cry. Like, I would live stream me crying. Like, I would contain the tears until I was in a live stream. But no, I really do want to write that book series, but it's 9 books over the course of 1,500 years of a timeline, and having to come up with, like, having to create these, like, there are so many good things in these stories that so many people would love, but it's just a lot. And I don't have the time. I don't have the stability. So I'm going to be putting a lot of effort into this, but it's a labor of love. So I'm going to start with the Armored Core project first and work my way from there. And what I want to do with that is I want to make these videos. I want to tell this story. I want to tell the side story. I really don't want to tell you anything about the side story. I want to keep that a secret because I think y'all would love that. Y'all would find it a trip because that's so good. I enjoy it. I'm excited for it. But yeah. Y'all are loud. Y'all are very loud. Yeah. I'm recording. You do now. This is all being recorded. I'm not stopping anything.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
Face.
Yeah, do it.
You recording your face?
Yeah. Because it's just the easiest way. I'm not doing audio, then overlaying on video, and then uploading to YouTube and all that stuff. This is updates and stuff like that. This isn't content that I can't afford to edit anyway. So,
Talk about the Owensboro crimes lately.
This isn't that video. That's different channel. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the Blue Skies mix. That's what that is. This is Armored Core.
Oh,
yeah, I'm going.
Armored Core.
Yeah, the project. Yeah.
I can't English.
Amakanyama. Yeah. Yes. This is the project. So, which I need to wrap this up. We're at 15 minutes almost. So,
okay.
Love you, sweetie.
Love you.
Thank you. Welcome to my life. What? I said welcome to my life. It's, I'm not upset. I'm happy about it, except for Ivy spilling the wax out of my wax warmer. Little butt. She probably has wax on her now. Can you check Ivy for wax? Check Ivy for wax. Because she spilled wax out of my wax warmer. Thank you. Anyway. This has gone on long enough, and I got sidetracked. Oh yeah, I'm going to reference all the previous games, and it's the side quest. Yeah, see, it's the side story stuff that's going to be extra hours upon hours of creation of content. That I'm going to need help with. That's going to be difficult. I'm going to have to find somebody to be my secondary. And once I get these designs built, they'll have to have all the missions S ranked or however it is. And
She's fine.
okay, cool. Thank you, sweetie. That meow wasn't my cat, but yeah. She's like, no, I'm not going in there because he sprayed me. Yeah, I did because you were fooling with the cord. Uh, that's why the wax got spilled. Um, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm going to need a secondary. So once I build these designs, you'll have to get as many FRS memory points or whatever FRS memory units, uh, and tune them like accordingly because I'm going to tune them what I would consider quote unquote optimal for the designs, and you'll have to tune them that way, build them that way. I'll need a secondary, and it would be um, it would be lovely to get to have someone like uh, King 44, uh, anybody else in the community really who can pilot. But it's going to be they're they're going to be, I guess you could say, scripted, and it's going to be like it's basically I'm trying to make it like a movie. I want to make this like a movie. You're not sitting down to watch some bogus like, oh, it's a let's play. No, this is not a let's play. I am using this game to tell a story, and this is the From Software has already recorded everything for me. I'm just recording the extra stuff that I need, putting the finishing touches on, and going with it. They've built this set. They've given me the props. It is time to go. They did half of the voice acting and action. Great. I'm doing the other half, and I will need a secondary. It would be fantastic if I could have a secondary in house, but I don't have the money for two systems with two systems, two controllers, two copies of the game, and two TVs. I have one TV, I have one PS3, I have one controller and one copy of this game. I wish I could afford two. I would rather Xbox 360s. I wish I could record both of those at the same time. That'd be fantastic. Um, and I don't have someone else to be my secondary. So the only person who could be hates me. So, which that is what it is. Um, but yeah, no, there's a lot that I wish that I could do, but I can't afford any of it. So I'm gonna do what I can, make the best thing that I can. If I can improve it later on, then I'm going to. We'll see how this goes. I just want to get you guys some content you'll love. So I need to stop this. We're at 18 minutes now because of the interruptions. So there's that. Which I guess I could just not upload this, leave it, transfer to a laptop, edit it that way. Well, there's not really anything else to say. So yeah, we'll just end this here. If you're interested in supporting me monetarily to make this come to fruition, to help in any way whatsoever, and if you'd like to submit a design, then you have to do so monetarily, um, because any support monetarily will get you a shout out. It'll get you, um, if you want it, it'll get you a shout out. Because my first and only supporter so far, they didn't ask for anything. They didn't want anything. They could have submitted a design. They could have done anything, but they didn't want any of that. So, but their submission of support was sizable enough to get my attention. Like it wasn't like hundreds of dollars or anything like that. It was enough to get a full tank of gas. If only I could have done that with it. And gas prices right now. So yeah, as of this recording, which is May 21st, so of 2021 or 22. Yeah, 2021. I'm in the past. 2022. Um, but the like it has to be decent enough to be able to submit a design. Otherwise, you get a shout out. If you're below a certain threshold, if you're above it, you're allowed to submit a design. I'll ask you for one. I'd say let's make the threshold to submit a design. I don't know. We'll go with a baseline. If you want to submit a design and you can support me monetarily, then throw $50 at it. You can submit a design. If you have the same console as me and I'm able to record, then you can be my secondary for your design. And what I'll do, instead of using your design, you have your design built, and you can do what I would love to have, and have somebody come and join in. Have somebody join me in a mission and show up as just impromptu backup. Like, hey, so and so. Like, and I'll even get a voice actor for you. I'll have your character be voiced, and you can help me come up with a name and a quick little, like, I guess, excerpt. Well, or if not, then I'll come up with it. You can just give me a name. Give me your pilot call sign and then your next name, and we'll have you join in. Because I'm doing only the hard missions. It is only the hard versions of missions. So that would be it would be ballers all get out to have somebody be my secondary on there. So if you can donate 50 or more and you have the same console as me, or if I'm able to get enough money up to get both consoles and record accordingly, then I will have you as my secondary in a mission. You can give me backup and we can go and work on this together. And I'll even tie you into the story as that backup because I want to do this and I want the fans to be involved as much as possible. So if you can't support me monetarily, then share this around. And there might be someone you know that can, or there might be someone you know that would want to, or that would just like to share it around, show some support. Maybe it'll get in front of From Software. Maybe they'll see this. Would blow my mind if it did. And if you can do so, that'd be fantastic. If you can support me monetarily, then you can do so via Cash App and PayPal. Cash App is hashtag discount Walter White, all one word, named so because of my podcast that I have that is R-rated and not appropriate for this, and has nothing to do with Armored Core anyway. But that's the Cash App that I have. Hashtag discount Walter White, all one word. And then PayPal is at Insoa, INSOA 117. You can go down to the description. The spellings are down there. I don't have links down there yet. I have to get stuff figured out on that one, sorted out. But for now, that's where they're at. And like I said, 50 or more, you definitely get a shout out if you want it. And you can be my secondary whenever it comes time. If you have the same console as me, or if you just want to submit a design for a secondary character that will go and do one of the quote unquote more arbitrary missions, because I'm going to have designs and pilots that I come up with, characters I come up with, do the quote unquote filler missions, the lesser missions, and they're going to actually they're going to have dialogue. Obviously, they're going to be voiced, but I've got to find a voice actor for that, or just do an accent myself for that. Because I can do a slew of accents. I can have me a wonderful time. There's nothing wrong with having an accent every now and again. You can do an accent and have some fun, or you can do other things and have fun with that too. It is wonderful. I like the idea of doing that. It makes me very happy. I enjoy that, yes? Alright, yes, do not drink vodka. It is very bad water for you, yes. I drink like fish, but not right now, yes. That's not right. But yeah, show some love, and I'll definitely show some love back. Big love to all of you for watching, if you've made it this far into the video, which is 23, going on 23 and a half minutes. And share this around, and I would love to see you all out there. So, thanks for watching, and let's make something that they'll truly love. Because, and by they I mean the fans and From Software, because I think we need a little bit of inspiration and revival. Let's do that, yeah?